Okay, so hi guys, today we're going to work with geometry. Jadi hari ini kita akan practice geometry, and I'm going to show you how to do this lesson, which is the introduction to geometry, congruent, similar, and equivalent. Jadi kita mau bahas konsep ini, congruent, similar, and equivalent. Ya, nah jadi kalau untuk materinya sebenarnya di sini kita ada 3 part cards ya. We have this chart here that shows us the whole everything, and then we also have the smaller cards here. Ini ada yang bagian control cardnya, dan ini ada jawaban dari definitionnya. Jadi ada tulisan sama definition sama ininya ya, word tagsnya. And then we also have the picture cards that the kids have to match, and also this. Nah, ini nanti anak-anak bisa baca terus mencocokkan kira-kira di titik-titik yang kosong ini diisi dengan jawabannya apa gitu ya. Jadi ini ada congruent, similar, and equivalent. Jadi anak-anak nanti bisa mencocokkan. Oke. Nah, yang aku biasanya suka lakukan adalah yang pertama, kita akan membahas dulu. We're going to discuss first what the concepts mean. Jadi kita perkenalan dulu dengan ini. Ini adalah congruent, similar, and equivalent. So let's talk about this. Jadi congruent, ya kan? Nah, congruent itu apa sih artinya? What does congruent mean? Gitu. Nah, jadi kita bisa ajak anak-anak untuk membaca dulu. Kalau misalnya kitanya sendiri juga rada bingung menjelaskannya, so we can invite the child to read this. Two shapes are congruent if they have the same size and shape. This means they can be exactly matched up by moving, rotating, or flipping them without resizing. Ya, nah jadi maksudnya apa? Berarti kalau misalnya, nah jadi ini biasanya habis baca ini gitu ya, terus habis itu nunjukin contohnya ya, dan kemudian kita bisa langsung praktek hands-on activity, remember? So let's say I have these two things here. Ini ada 2 kertas. Sengaja aku bikin warnanya beda supaya apa? Kita fokusnya kepada shape and size, not the color, ya. So, jadi warnanya beda, tapi the shape is the same. Ya, it's rectangular. Dan size-nya juga sama. How do we know if it's the same size? Kita tahu dari mana kalau sama ukurannya? Kalau kita pasang di sini nih, see? Nah, they occupy the same space. Jadi persis gitu, bisa menutupi semua yang ada di belakangnya. Nah, ini kan jadi langsung kelihatan ya kalau warnanya beda. So you can say that this is congruent. Exactly the same shape and size. Oke. Nah, jadi kalau misalnya yang satu gini gitu ya. Jadi ini congruent atau enggak? Kalau setelah kita puter, dipasang gini ternyata sama, then it's the same. Jadi kalau misalnya nanti anak lihat ada gambar persegi panjang, yang satu begini, yang satu begini, tapi ukurannya sama. Misalnya sini 5, sini 10 gitu ya. Yang ini 5, yang ini 10. So can we say that a congruent? Yes. Ya. Jadi sekarang hands on dulu, tapi nanti kalau misalnya anak-anak ketemu soal seperti ini atau ketemu gambar, mereka bisa ngerti apa yang membuat 2 benda atau 2 bentuk itu congruent. Oke? So far so good, something like that ya. Nah, terus habis itu kita bisa tunjukin juga sama anak yang namanya simbol untuk congruent. Oke, jadi kita bisa tunjukin this. This is the symbol for congruent. Okay, so if you have 2 shapes and then you compare them, you can either say this is congruent or this is not congruent. If it's congruent, then we use the symbol. Alright? Okay, so that's the first one, which is congruent. And then we're going to introduce the second one, which is similar. Can everybody say similar? Ya, biasanya aku suka ajakin anak untuk menirukan atau menyebutkan kosakatanya yang lagi kita ajarin. So, can you say similar? So, nah, terus kita jelasin, what is similar? 2 shapes are similar if they have the same shape but not necessarily the same size. This means one shape can be resized, enlarged, or reduced to exactly match the other while keeping the same proportions and angles. Ya, jadi berarti kalau similar itu adalah dia itu bentuknya sama, tapi ukurannya bisa beda. Oke, jadi bisa yang satu lebih kecil, yang satu lebih besar, tapi bentuknya sama. While keeping the same proportions and angles. Jadi kalau misalnya dia bentuknya persegi panjang. Nah, yang satunya juga persegi panjang, cuman yang satu lebih kecil, yang satu lebih besar. Gitu ya. Bukan berubah menjadi yang satu square, yang satu rectangle, itu berarti tidak similar. Right, let me just show you right away. Nah, tadi kan aku punya ini ya. So, I have this shape here. It's a rectangular shape and it's big. Ya. Nah, sekarang what I'm going to do is, I'm going to fold this paper into two. Nah, sesudah dia dilipat, dia bentuknya tetap persegi panjang. This is still a rectangle, right? And this is also a rectangle. They are the same, tapi yang satu lebih kecil, yang satu lebih besar. This one is smaller, this one is bigger. Alright? So that means these two shapes are similar. This is similar to this. Okay? And if you actually have a smaller one, let's say you fold this again into a smaller one, this will still work as similar. This is similar to this. Yeah? The shape is the same, the proportion is the same, but the size is different. It's similar. Okay, so far so good. The symbol that we use for similar is this one. Okay? Right, the last one is equivalent. When we talk about equivalent, that means we can see that the shapes could be different. Yeah? Two figures are equivalent if they have the same area for 2D shapes or volume for 3D shapes, even if their shapes are different. Nih, ya. Jadi di sini konsepnya memang kita nanti mau belajar tentang luas dan keliling. So this is about learning. This is the basic of learning about perimeter and area. So equivalent means this is the same area as this one. So how do we know that? Nah, caranya gimana kita tahunya? Let's see, I have this red one here, right? So the area is the total surface of this. Jadi luasnya itu adalah semuanya yang ada di sini. Okay? So, if I do this, ya ini kan sama tadi ya. Ini sama ini kan sama. Nih, persis, it's congruent. Ya. Nah, berarti kalau aku lihat yang ini, terus aku bagi dua. If I divide this into two, ya, it will become like this. This will have half of the area of this. Ya kan? Jadi ini areanya setengah atau luasnya itu setengah dari yang besar ini. Oke, so far so good. Ya, jadi ini luasnya adalah setengah dari yang besar ini. Setengah. Nah, sekarang what am I going to do with this? I am going to split this into two. Juga, aku mau potong ini jadi dua juga. Tapi caranya bagaimana? I'm going to cut this diagonally. Jadi instead of dilipat kayak gini, aku akan potongnya begini, melintang. Ya, coba kita potong melintang. Oke ya, nah jadi ini sudah aku potong melintang. Nah ini kan tadi begini ya. Terus aku potong melintang, jadi dia segini. Oke, nah berarti if we look at this, this is half of this paper. Ini setengahnya kertas ini. Ini juga setengahnya kertas ini. Ya, kalau kita potong dua. Oke, I'm going to cut this juga ya. Jadi ini kita potong. Gini, jadi dua. Ini juga setengahnya. Okay, so then this and this are equivalent. Ini sama ini equivalent. Kenapa? Karena surface-nya atau permukaannya itu sama-sama setengah dari kertas HVS besar tadi. So that's the meaning of equivalent. Ya, the shapes could be different, but they could be the same thing. Ya, sejauh ini paham ya? Oke, nah sekarang bagaimana kalau aku punya satu kertas lagi? I have another paper, the big one, and I'm still going to cut this into half. Ini masih akan kita potong dua lagi. But this time we're cutting it like this. Sekarang kita potong duanya begini. Oke. Nah, aku punya ini sekarang. This will still be equivalent to this. Ya. this is equivalent to this, and also equivalent to this. Gitu ya, karena areanya sama. Right, so far so good. Semuanya setengah ya. Nah, jadi itu yang bisa kita lakukan untuk menunjukkan konsep dari equivalent. Like this. Okay. Okay, so the symbol for equivalent is this. Ya, ini simbolnya untuk equivalent. Okay, so what we can invite the child to do is, kita bisa ajakin mereka untuk mencocokkan gambar dan tulisan. We can invite them to match the picture to the word tags. So what is this? Is this congruent, similar, or equivalent? Okay, so they can do this, and then they can check their work using the control card, right? What they can do as well is they can read this and then match with the word tags. Jadi ini bisa dibaca, habis itu nanti dicocokin lagi. So what is this? Two shapes are titik-titik blank blank something something if they have the same shape but not necessarily the same size. Okay, so that would be similar. And then they can match it with this. Right? Two shapes are blank if they have the same size and shape. So that means it's this one. And you can put this, they are congruent. And this is the last one. Two figures are blank if they have the same area or volume, even if the shapes are different. So they can do this, and they can match with this. They can check their work using this. And also, they can see the symbols and match the symbols. So this is congruent. This is equivalent or similar, and this one is equivalent. Okay, after this, they can do more hands-on activities using other materials. Jadi kalau ada material yang lain, bisa kita pakai juga untuk explore konsep ini. Bisa pakai constructive triangles, atau bisa juga pakai pattern blocks. Okay, so let me show you how to do this with the pattern blocks ya. Jadi kalau kita pakai pattern blocks, kurang lebih caranya seperti ini. Jadi first we're going to explore congruent. Tadi congruent apa artinya? What does congruent means? It means to have the same shape and size. Now can you, kita bisa ajak anaknya, we can ask the child, can you show me two shapes that are congruent? And then they will be taking something like this. So this and this are congruent. Okay. Yeah? And then you can ask something else. Can you give me something that is similar? Let's see, do we have something similar here? Okay. This and this. So they are the same shape. Sorry, I'm gonna move this. Here, like this. They are the same shape, which is half circle, but one is smaller, one is bigger. So this is similar to this. There you go. Right? And last one, we're doing the equivalent. How do we do equivalent? We can do it something like this. Like this is one shape, and then I'm going to make something else that is equivalent with this, using other shapes that we have. So, for example, this. Okay. One of this is equivalent to two of this. Nah, bagaimana caranya bisa jadi equivalent? Karena ini, they will occupy the same area as this one. Coba kita buktikan ya, kita tumpuk aja. We're going to stack it up. Then you see that it's equivalent. All around, it's the same. Yeah? It occupies exactly the same shape. Okay, so this is equivalent to this. Nah, habis itu nanti anaknya bisa explore lagi. Misalnya kalau ini equivalentnya sama apa, gitu ya. Let's explore. If we have this, what can it be equivalent with? Can it be equivalent with this? Oh, it's the other way around. Kayak gini. Will it be the same? Sama ya. So then this is equivalent. Okay, so this plus this is equivalent to this. Something like that. Jadi nanti kita bisa explore pakai alat-alat yang ada untuk bahas konsep-konsepnya. You can explore the concepts using the stuffs that we have, the blocks that we have, the shapes that we have. Oke, anak-anak juga bisa gambar-gambar, bisa mencari shapes di sekitar mereka, bisa using the other materials kayak geometry inset atau constructive triangles, itu juga bisa dipakai untuk menunjukkan konsep congruent, equivalent, and similar. Okay, so I think that's it for today. See you in the next video.